Like, literally, this is just us doing our own thing, right? He's Ro.
She's Meg.
It's Megan Ro in the morning. Good morning.
What is this?
I'm Megan. Hi. I'm not having a good day. And that's going to be the topic of this podcast. I hit a tree with my car. Ro?
I'm Ro, and I believe that if you have one really fantastic day, the next day is really, really horrible. Which is today's topic.
Karma.
Yeah.
The day that we're recording this, I think it's October 20... No, not October. What?
August
26th. And
2021.
2021. And I just got back from a 2-day vacation in Galveston with some of my best friends.
Mm-hmm.
And this morning, I literally had just gotten in my car. I live in the forest. And I hit a tree. Not badly. Ro looked at it. Ro likes cars.
It's a scuff mark with a minor dent and misalignment.
You didn't say there was a misalignment.
No, I'm just adding more to it.
Yeah. I didn't hit it hard, but we decided that we're going to talk about cars.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I'm not super passionate about cars, but it seemed topical. We were going to talk about Galveston. Since I just went. And then this happened. So we're not talking about Galveston anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But before we get into talking about cars, bro, what did you do while I was gone?
I caught up on all of these fantastic Megan Ro video podcasts.
I'm so proud of you.
Because there was a lot. Not a lot. There wasn't a lot. It was like 4 that I needed to edit.
Okay.
But because we produce so much during the week,
Right.
we're knocking them out. As we go.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, okay, cool. I'm going to use this time to knock out the video part.
Right.
And just so we can get caught up and then continue making more and then catch up, continue making more and so on and so on. So worked, relaxed, went to the gym. Normal stuff, basically.
I went to the beach and ate really good Greek and Italian food and had fun with my friends while I was gone. And apparently the universe said you had too much fun. So now we're going to get into talking about cars.
Mm-hmm.
Ro, what was your first car? The very first car that you owned?
I owned a 2010 Camaro SS automatic with an LS3 V8 engine in it. Just going more in detail with it. That was my very first car. I owned it for about 6 months.
That's a short amount of time.
Yeah. Not very long. The reason being is that we bought it used.
Okay.
Off of one of my dad's a landscaper. He cuts grass, and one of his clients owns a used lot.
Okay.
And so we bought the car off of the used lot. Obviously, the car is used, but it came with some issues that was more than what his warranty could cover, like the car lot's warranty can cover.
Right.
So I was like, okay, cool. Long story short, the Camaro went away, and we traded it in for what I now have as a 2017 Honda Civic.
Oh, nice.
Sport. So it was back to back.
Mm-hmm. When did you get your first car?
September.
How old were you?
No, I was 18, about to turn 19.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like 18 when I first got the Camaro.
Oh my God.
Now that
2017 was 4 years ago. Oh God.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay, keep going.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, and
almost 5 years ago.
wow, we're old.
Yeah.
My knee hurts now just thinking about it. But to me, it was a really cool car, but a really dumb decision at the time.
Buying the Honda that you have?
No, the Camaro first.
Oh, the Camaro.
It's because you're 18 years old.
You sure?
Fresh out of high school.
Mm-hmm.
You have a monster of an engine in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
It's a rear-wheel drive. It can go fast. All of that combines to bad idea.
Sure. I don't disagree with that.
And thinking about it now, I was like, wow, this was a really, really bad idea. at the time. I can handle the car now. I'm more experienced now. I've gone through some accidents. I've been in tough situations while driving. I can handle an extended amount of horsepower behind the steering wheel now. But 18-year-old me was not even thinking. He was like, let's gun ho, let's just go. Green light means go, let's start racing. And that's what potentially happened every now and then. But now that I'm older, now that I'm smarter, I'm like, okay, it wasn't the best decision, but we've had to live and learn about it.
Sure.
And now that I have a Honda Civic, it's a little bit slower, but I like it a lot more. It's a lot more fun to drive. Wait, it's something, kind of mix up the words, but it's a lot more driver and interaction with the car.
Driver friendly?
Yes, it is a lot more driver friendly car. And driving the car is a lot more fun because it may be slower, but it's safer. And I've modified my car to make it a little bit faster. And it's a lot more fun to drive. Like, it's just well-rounded. I can carry people with me, or I can go and pick up groceries with the car, and then still have fun on the weekends.
Right.
To me, it's a multi-purpose type of car. A coupe, on the other hand, is not so much. You have no back seat. I mean, it's there, but there is no room for passengers in the back seat.
A coupe?
A coupe. So a coupe is a 2-door car.
Oh.
A sedan is a 4-door car.
Okay.
5-door cars are considered hatchbacks. So what me and you have?
I only have 3 doors.
They kind of consider the back part a door.
What?
Kind of.
Okay.
Kind
weird.
of. But it's a hit or miss sometimes. But
when did you get a driver's license?
17.
Okay. So we
17.
both got our driver's license at 17. I
Yeah.
was deathly afraid of driving. I hated driving. I still don't like driving.
I love it.
Did you have more to say on that before I got into my first car?
No. Well, my first car had an accident. I got into not a really bad accident, but to the point where I had to go to the body shop and I was without my Camaro for like 2 weeks.
Oh my God.
So what had happened is, if you're from the Lufkin area, on Ellen Trout Drive or Avenue, whatever that's really called.
Ellen Trout Drive.
Ellen Trout Drive. Right when you, like, if you're going towards center.
Right.
There's a median where there's like a bunch of trees in the middle, right?
Yeah.
So I was coming back from center. I was just doing a quick test drive for the car. I was bored. I wanted to go drive. It was like around 8 or 9 at night. I was on the right side, and a car from the left side comes up beside me, and I was like, okay, whatever. They're gonna overtake me. No, they lean into my side, hit my back wheel. So like, my if you're watching the video, it kind of like pivot, right?
Oh my God.
So my car goes like this. It didn't flip. It just skidded across the road. And then I pulled over to the side, and then I was just like angry. Like, I'm not gonna cuss on this, but you can imagine what people would say when they get into an accident.
Were you scared?
The first 10 seconds I was like, snap, like, oh my goodness, this cannot be happening right now. Like, my car is ruined, without even know what happened to the car.
Right.
And then I just yelled. I said so many slurs. I was like, oh my goodness. And
Okay,
then,
he
like,
wasn't saying slurs. He was saying swears.
Sorry. Yeah,
you were
swears.
not saying racially charged slurs.
Yes. I'm mistaking the word.
It's okay. We know that you're bad at words. You're also bad at math.
Yes, I am.
One
bad at
plus
math.
one
plus
equals
one
one?
is 1. Yes. Yes. And some mathematician will confirm that for me.
No, they won't. Go ahead.
And,
so you were saying swears, and you were very
Swears.
mad.
Yes, I was very, very mad. I was upset. And I sat in my car, and I was like, okay, there's nothing I can do right now. Just accept the fact that you got into a wreck. Cool. I got out of my car. I go over to the other
person who hit you.
The other person that hit me. And I was still furious. Come to find out, it was an elderly lady, and she was all shaken up. So my anger went like, it just turned off.
That would be like if your grandma hit you. Like, you can't be mad at that.
I can't. I'm just like, it's late at night. She's probably coming back from somewhere that I don't know from where. And she's already shaken up. But like instantly, my anger just turned off. Like, it's gone. It's gone. And I'm like, okay, ma'am, are you fine? She's like, yes, are you okay? Are you fine? Like, how's your car? Like, the car's a car. The car doesn't matter right now. What matters is that you're shaking up. We need to fix you. Let's call somebody.
You call 911?
I called my dad and my uncle first. I was like, hey, I just got into a wreck. I'm fine. The lady's fine. The car, not so much. The wheel bent in the car.
Oh, my God.
And so the rear left fender was dented the rear left wheel was like pivoted inside the car. It would spin, but it wouldn't grip on the road.
Oh.
Because I was like, for like the tire, like if my whole hand is contact of the road,
Sure.
this only a little bit was on contact.
Oh.
So it's kind of like in a.
So you were like 19 when this happened?
Yeah, around that age. Yeah. 18, 19-ish.
Wow. That sucks.
Yeah.
Did the insurance pay for it or?
Yeah, like
Her insurance?
Yeah, her
I mean, 'cause
insurance
she was
paid for it.
at fault.
Yeah, like her insurance paid for it. They paid for the rental car too, and then they were like, "We're really sorry." I was like, "It doesn't matter. The car's a car. Like to me, the car's a car.
Right.
Like I really don't care. Like I have sentimental value to my Honda right now, but at the end of the day, it's just a car.
I mean, God.
I can buy another car.
Thank God that y'all were both like okay, because that could have been so much worse.
Yeah, that's my first.
Especially
accident.
like that area. Like, oh my God.
There's nobody there.
No.
There's not one sight.
Yeah.
Of life down that road.
Yeah.
But luckily, there's signal. But that was my accident story.
Wild. Well, I have not been into a car accident yet. Knock on wood. My first car when I was 18 was a 2004 Jeep Grand Cherokee that I bought off my Uncle Philip.
Nice.
No, it was horrible.
That not nice.
I had that car for a little over a year, and it was a terrible car. I don't think that I love my Uncle Philip. I love all my uncles and aunts. But I don't think that he was driving it that much, and I was driving it significantly more.
Okay.
And it hadn't been, like, he had just gotten it, like, I don't know, a couple years prior as well, like,
Right.
used. And it's 2004. At the time, this was, like, 2018. So this is an old car. I was 5 years old when that car came out, right? And so we don't think it had been properly maintained, like with the previous owner, like whoever had it before my uncle.
Okay.
And my uncle hadn't had it for very long either, and he wasn't driving it that much, right?
Okay.
So then I got it because he wanted to get rid of it and get something like else, right? Because he had like kids and stuff. And the AC didn't really work that well.
Oh, this is already coming to a good start. Was it power windows or crank windows?
It was power, but one of
fancy.
the windows wouldn't go up, like it was broken. But it was just like a couple inches at the top, and it was not.
Right.
It wasn't the passenger. I don't think it. Maybe it was the passenger. I don't remember. I hated that car.
Okay.
I bought it for $2,000, cash, and it got me from point A to point B. But I didn't go joyriding in it. Also, it was a Jeep Grand Cherokee, so it ate gas like nobody's business.
Good old gas guzzlers. I just love them like that.
Sorry, I'm coughing. I don't have COVID.
You spend more money on gas than you do what it's worth on the car.
I don't remember all that was wrong with it. Again, I've ate and slept since then, but it is my parents' firm belief that your first car has to be a terrible car.
Yeah, 100%.
So that way you can appreciate a better car. So I had that car from like, I don't know, February of 2018 or something until like May of 2019.
Yeah.
Which is when I went to Hyundai with my dad. It was very spur of the moment. I had been thinking about getting a new car, but he basically like went to the dealership and was like, "Hey, can you
meet me here?
Come up here?" And then I bought a car that day.
Nice.
Was not expecting to. I bought a 2019 Hyundai Veloster Turbo, which is like essentially a sports car.
It is. It's a sports.
I didn't know that at the
vehicle.
time. He had seen the car, Dad did, and it had 3 doors, and it was bright orange, and he was like, "It's you. This is such a stupid looking car." And I took one look at it and I went, "I love it," because it's so dumb looking. And like to me it is, because it only has 3 doors.
Funny enough, I was thinking about getting that same Veloster trim.
Really?
Just because I don't look at the car to like, okay, it looks cool. I like go in depth, like what
the engine and stuff
and
like that,
transmission and
right.
the history. What can I do to
Mine's
like
a
make it
V6,
better?
right?
It's a 4-cylinder.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I don't know anything about my car except that it's orange and it has 3 doors and it's very dumb looking.
It's kind of cool.
Okay, it is cool looking, but it also is very silly.
It is.
It
It's a
gets
tiny door in the back.
It gets really good gas mileage, and the AC works, and it has a sunroof, and
It sounds cool.
it definitely was not like the best financial decision I've ever made, but I've had it for a little over 2 years now, and I love it so much. I will have it until I run it into the ground. I'm still paying it off. But today I hit a tree avoiding a cat in my driveway. It was not my cat. There was a cat. Well, that was not mine. And I hit a tree trying to leave my driveway because I live in the forest.
Right, violin.
Tiny violin. And guys, I have never felt like more of a idiot. I wish I could curse because there are so many words I would use for myself. I just feel so stupid. Like, why did I swerve and hit a tree? I mean, I didn't hit it that bad. It's purely cosmetic. Ro looked at it because he loves cars, and he said it's fine. The headlight, like, cover is broken. The headlight is fine, but the cover is broken, and you can't just buy a cover replacement for some reason. And the headlight to, like, replace the whole headlight is, like, over $1,000. And what else was wrong with it?
So the
bumper is scratched up.
Bumper scratched up, but some quick clips, some bolts can like put it back together. Left front fender is bent, but it's not rubbing or damage anything. Basically, it's just like a cover up. The outside is dinged up. It can be repaired, like can be bent and fixed, so we don't have to buy a new one. But it'll be repainted if you care about cosmetics.
I don't
but if
care about
cosmetics don't really matter,
No.
then you're fine, honestly.
No, I
like the
don't.
car is fine, the wheel is fine, the bearings are fine.
Literally everything is fine. It's just cosmetic.
The wheel can still spin and turn. So, I mean, that's the main important thing.
And we're going to put clear packing tape over the headlight.
We about to jerry-rig this car.
But I've only had it for 2 years. And to get the headlight replaced, like, that's so expensive. That's so stupid. I just feel like a dummy.
Like, to me, it's really insane that a headlight.
A headlight.
It's $1,000.
And I'm not taking it to the dealership.
Because they'll charge you more than $1,000.
I mean,
I used to work at a dealership, so I know like the ins and outs.
I literally love my dealership. Shout out to Randy Davis. He's like one of my dad's friends, and like he sold us like most of our cars because like we love Hyundai. But I'm so sorry, but dealerships charge so much more, and I can't afford that. I'm about to move into my first apartment. I don't have money for fixing cosmetic details on my car. So everybody's like said, well, it could be so much worse.
And it could have been.
It could have been so much worse. I wasn't going that fast. Like, I was literally just leaving my driveway. So it wasn't that bad. And it could have, like, really messed up the tire or, like, it's not totaled, right?
No, it's not.
And my dad has totaled a car before.
It's not. I've been in accidents and, like, that's fine. Like, it's.
Yeah. So, luckily I have Ro to, like, help me. But I'm still upset about it. It's so stupid. So yeah, and I'm not gonna be one of those people who like starts a GoFundMe. It's cosmetic. Like if it was like that bad, then maybe I would go get a loan to fix it or something. But yeah, it's just cosmetic.
Well, we'll put it this way: it's not insurance worthy.
No, it's literally not insurance worthy at all. It's a stupid accident that happened, and my mom was like, "Yeah, it could have been so much worse." My uncle was like, "It could have been so much worse." Like,
it really could have.
I was about to tell a story, but I don't know if he's told his parents that story, so never mind. Grandma, if you're listening to this, don't ask questions. Because my grandma does listen to this podcast. Shout out to my grandma. Love you, Grandma. So yeah, I've only had 2 cars. You've only had 2 cars.
Yes. Well, my dad had a Silverado, like a truck, that I would drive during high school. I consider that like my first car thing. Like it wasn't my dad's. It was basically my dad's backup work truck. So I just used that to go to school. Right. My sister also used that same truck to go to school in high school. Now, she had a whole lot. She had it way worse than me. The truck would just die.
Oh, my God.
Nowhere.
That's what my Jeep would do.
Just die. And
it would just die, like, at a light or something.
Where was she? I was at the gym, and she was right in front of Beard's Jeweler. Like, almost
over there on the loop?
On the loop, yeah. On that red light. And it was around 7:30, 8 o'clock. It was already dark. And she called me. She's like, the truck won't turn on. Like, I'm freaking out. I'm causing traffic. And I'm just like, anything bad happens with a car in traffic, I don't panic. I'm just like, okay.
What do you even do in that situation? Like, do you call 911 to be like, hey, can like a cop come and like
no,
sit or?
She called me and I was like, okay, here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna stop crying, and you're gonna sit in the truck and not do anything. She's like, okay. I was like, first of all, stop crying, because you're not gonna do anything. I'm gonna go over there, and I'm gonna go push the truck to the parking lot, and you're gonna be fine. Just chill.
Luckily, your gym isn't far from Beards.
It really isn't. That's why I love Lufkin. It may be a boring town, but everything is so close to each other.
Yeah, exactly.
You can go from east side to west side in like 10 minutes.
Literally, yeah. No matter where you're in Lufkin, it takes literally less than 15 minutes to get anywhere. It's super great.
And I get there, and there was a guy wanting to help her, and then he was like, I was trying to help her, but she was saying no, that you were going to come on the way. I was like, yeah, dude, I get it. Like, stranger danger. Like, you know, don't have anybody help you don't know.
Right.
I was like, I get it. That's fine. No problem. And then we get there, and she's like, is it broken? I was like, I don't know. I don't have my tools with me. So I kind of like semi-fixed it. Luckily, we live in a town where there's a lot of old folks, and people have troubles with older cars. Some guy came up to me. He's like, hey, I'll buy your truck off you right now if it's broken. I was like, nah, bro, it's not broken. It's this little fuse that burnt out. I got another one.
Wow.
He's like, okay, cool. And then he's like, do you need help? Do you need a scan tool or whatever? I was like, nah, man, I got it. Appreciate it, though. He was an older guy. He's like in his 70s. And he said, yeah, I've had troubles with that kind of truck, too, because he's had multiple of that same year.
Oh, my God.
I'm like, wow, cool. That's why I like small towns, because everybody knows.
Everybody knows everybody, and everybody wants to help, you know?
And so she's had that. And she's had other problems, but slowly but surely.
Did she get a new one? I thought that she bought a new one recently.
Yeah, graduation present was a 2021 Camry.
Wow.
So
that's a nice present.
So that's a big upgrade from a 04 broken down Silverado to
what
was
21. It with cars in 2004? Were they all just terrible?
I guess people didn't care about them from then until now.
Right.
Like my dad's work, like that Silverado is like over 200,000 miles and still running. Still has a check engine light. I know what the issue is. I just don't want to fix it. Because it's kind of tedious work. If it's like something simple, I'll fix it. And I have. But the problem that it has now, like, it's super tedious and it takes forever. And I could do it. I just don't want to.
That's fair.
And I'm just like, if it's not broken down, that's fine, dude. It's okay. I kind of fixed it.
Like I said, I love the car that I have now. If I was to get another one, I think I would really like to get a hybrid. Because in Lufkin, we don't have like a Tesla dealership.
Right.
And we don't have anyone who like works on Teslas, so you have to take it to Houston. I may have to go talk to Randy at Hyundai. Go talk to Randy at Hyundai if you want to get a new car. He was showing me some of the hybrids, and I don't know. I love that electric cars are the ways of the future, you know?
Yeah, they do get like some bad rep about them, but I kind of want a Prius.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
What better way to save gas than a car that barely uses any gas?
All right, that's fair.
And I go, like, during the week, I just go from home to here to the gym and back home.
Right, that's true.
So, I mean, I just want that as an everyday commute kind of car. And some car enthusiasts that I know that I follow on YouTube that have, like, extreme cars and, like, have really high horsepower Corvettes and, like, Lamborghinis have a Prius as an everyday driver.
That's
like,
funny.
You spend thousands of dollars on your car, but you still drive this $3,000 hoopty right here. And I kind of want one. Like, I think they kind of look kind of cool.
Would you get a Tesla?
Yeah. I'd get a Tesla.
Would you get a hybrid?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Anything to save money to build my weekend car.
Right.
Most definitely. I will most definitely buy a Tesla to save money to build my weekend car.
Right. I don't know. I mean, maybe, Randy, maybe I'll be seeing you soon. Not that I want to get rid of the Veloster, because I love the Veloster, but, you know, those car payments, again, I was 19 and I'd bought one car with like $2,000 cash. So the Veloster wasn't the greatest financial decision I've ever made before, but I love it. But also, I could be making better financial decisions. So, yeah.
I just say I think it's important to have two cars. Even if you can kind of afford it, still get two cars. Just in case something happens.
Everybody in our family has a car. So, which is like a huge privilege, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we're a family of 5. There's 4 adults. My dad has a truck. Mom has a car that she recently paid off. Congratulations, Mom. I have a car. My brother has a car. We all have a car. That's a huge privilege in today's age.
Really, yeah. And if one goes down,
Then
you
just
may
share.
not have one, then yeah, you can just share.
Xander and I shared the car until this year. We shared the Veloster from 2019 to just a couple months ago.
Nice. Oh yeah.
We made it work.
Right. No, yeah, and it works.
And now we're moving into an apartment together within the next few weeks. So,
Yeah.
or I don't know when this episode is going up, but yeah, it should be happening soon. We're going to be doing an episode all about moving.
Oh yeah.
When that happens.
Oh yeah. And luckily, my dad has backup work trucks. So if one goes down, he has a backup. If my car is not in service, I have a backup work truck I can use to commute. So always have multiples. At least 2, honestly. At least
if you
2.
can afford it.
If you can afford it, at least 2.
So, what was your first car? Or do you drive? Do you like driving? Do you hate driving? Have you ever done something as stupid as hitting a tree? Share your story with us. If you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, please leave a comment or tweet at us, Mr. in the Morning on Twitter. Send us a message on Instagram. That's Meg and Row in the Morning. Meg and Row in the Morning on Facebook. Share this episode with a friend. Or like I said, comment, like, share, because that helps with engagement. That lets other people know that this podcast exists. And we hope that you enjoyed. And am I forgetting anything? Mr. in the Morning on Twitter, Megan Row in the Morning on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube.
Use the hashtag
Mr. in the Morning, MR in the Morning. Follow us on Spotify or wherever you listen to podcasts. Make sure to subscribe and like us on Facebook. And I think that's it.
Yeah.
Ro, do you have any final thoughts?
Just share the YouTube. Not the YouTube. Share the video side of this.
Share the video.
Because on the video, for the audio listeners, on the video side, I put like pictures and small animations on these videos.
If you're able to, please watch the video. But if you're just listening, shout out to you. I'm going to give a quick shout out to my friend Marissa and my friend Elise. They're big fans of the podcast.
Dope. Final thoughts. When you go to a car wash, make sure you hand wash instead of using those little scrubby dubby ones because they scratch your paint.
Oh my God, really? Okay, that was great.